Good morning. How do you do? Welcome back if you're back. Welcome if you are new. Welcome to Elisa Maria Designs. This is Elisa Maria. And what am I doing? Well, I like to give you guys tips. So I finished my male angel and I went and got my female angel because they are going to be side by side on the wall in my bedroom. But here's what I do after I am done with a diamond painting. And I learned the hard way because when I go to do a short and I'm, scanning the canvas, oh, it always comes up, doesn't it? I'm like, oh, what was I doing? Was I talking too much? There's a drill missing here. There's a drill missing there. So just take a look at your canvas. Make sure you don't have any missing drills on your canvas or anywhere where you want to maybe do a little bit more of an adjustment if there's too much gapping. Oh, I see. I have one that just fell off here. Are you kidding me? Did I just have one fall off here? Or there's just one on there? It probably fell off. There it is, right there. Fell off, so we got to put you back on. But I have extra drills for this. I'm not going to worry about that one that just fell off. The next thing that I do is, this is why I cannot stand washi on my border. I don't want to have washi here. I didn't do my trick with the cellophane here, so I have all exposed glue here, but I have to get this off. But what I am going to do with this canvas is I'm going to run a line of the beads, pearls that I have. I have to get them out. I'll have to show you, but let's just keep moving along and then I'll get them out. Okay, so she's fine. She's beautiful. This is Diamond Art Emporium. This is Angel 129. Gorgeous. The only thing that I would have done differently with this, and I had some drills remaining from when I did a little switcheroo with my Gustav Klimt that came from Diamond Painting Shop. I got Woman in Gold from Diamond Painting Shop also. It's about this big. I have to pull her out. She's got to go on my wall. But I switched out the topaz color ones. I bought glitter topaz, and it just gave that gold foiling effect. I wish that being that these are supposed to be gold, that they were either fairy dust or something metallic. I get it. This was a very affordable canvas. I think it was like under $40. It was a round. It's 50 by 60 round. I love it. I think she's beautiful, but I would have liked to have seen some bling on here. Who wants to pull these drills out? Not me. I don't want to do that. So let's move on to Angel 130. I just finished him. Let me throw her on the floor because then I'm going to put them side by side. Now, the whole time that I was diamond painting this, I'm goobad sometimes, My members were saying, well, I don't want to say who they were, but one of my members said, oh, every time you show that picture, my partner wants to go to the bedroom. And someone else said, listen, I'm just going to say it. That looks like his pee-pee here. So I'm going to show you the tricks that I use to, I hope that I don't offend anybody by saying those things, but I just was like, what are they looking at? Because I look at things a lot through my camera, and to me that looks like a belt. It looks like, this thing of armor that he has on, but I mean this is a little bit disturbing here, this section here. Who wants to pull these drills out? Not me. So, but before they go on my wall, I'm going to show you how I'm going to it's going to be a creative process thing. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but a lot of times we pull our drills out and we don't really, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to pull the drills out. I just watched Lizette from Craft and Tells, and I think it was Cozy Cabin, and all the snow was a glitter drill. And if it was on the mountaintop, I got what she was saying. If it was on the mountaintop where the sun would be hitting directly on the mountain, it would be nice to have that little glistening snow, but then that snow causes a shadow as you come down the mountain. And she was just like, it's not working for me. And she pulled all those drills out. Now that's a dog of a different color. Is that the saying that they do? Is it a cat of a different color? It's a something of a different color. That's a whole other thing. You know what I mean? It's like, it's one thing to enhance a plain drill. It's another to de-enhance a drill that has fairy dust on it or something else. But I'm coming up with ideas that I'm using to test how I can enhance a drill that's already down. Does that make sense? Because I would have liked to have seen this more like a metallic, even this bracelet that he's wearing. And when you look at this up close, it's just so disfigured. Like you don't see it. And when I'm working, I don't see anything here. I don't see anything odd here, but it is right below his belly button. It would have to be down a little bit further, but it is a little bit. This video is not made for children. They never are, because we don't want to fall into the. But as you're going back, you see that that's a belt. Or I don't know, maybe because this particular diamond painting company, Diamond Art Emporium, also has adult canvases. So maybe it's just like I have that in my head. You know, they're all censored I think when you look at them, they're censored. I think you have to click on them to see, you know, the full view. So again, here's this washi tape that's coming off. It's curling at the edge. It's terrible. So I want to find something a little bit more masculine to put around the border here with him. Now, I'm going to show you what I mean by trying to test out drills and not take them off, because we're going to be doing this probably tomorrow, because today, later on, is my WIP Ivan Valakovic. But I just wanted to show you my finger hit the button up top because I'm hand holding this, and of course I stopped the video. I mean, come on, can I find a better way to put these buttons? Even when I put this phone on my tripod, you have to watch that you don't hit the button, so the phone is kind of not really centered. Drives me nuts. But anyway, I love the way his abs came out. Now you have to really look at this from far away. I'm going to put these side by side, and then you're going to look at them on the floor. Foofy will move. Hold on. Okay, so here they are side by side on the floor. Now, she still has pieces of washi tape that are stuck to her that I have to take off, and I think I'm going to need to use my glue eraser, okay? And then here is hymns. Now, I love this. Is it a dove? It doesn't look like a dove to me because of the beak. Is it a falcon? I'm not sure. But when you look at this, I don't know if this comes through if I got a bigger size, but that's the wings of a bird there that you just don't see. So that disturbs me too, because like you just don't know what that is. But I love the way that they came out. I really do. I love these angels. I think that they're spectacular. So now let me show you what I mean about doing an edging. Okay, so not too long ago, I had a field day in Hobby Lobby. And like I was saying, giving you a tour of my art room, I buy things not knowing what I'm going to use them for, but they eventually come to me as a purpose. So I bought this sheet. It sticks in the back. It was $5.99. They were buy one, get one free. So I actually got 2 of these. With the second sheet, I created a diamond painting journal for myself. I just stuck it on there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And, you know, the little edging here, I might use this as like a little bookmark. But here's the extra piece that came off. Okay, so I'll use this for something else. So I don't know why I buy things. I gravitate towards them. It's just my muse having fun playing around. So that was one thing that I did with those. And then I saw these strips. Okay, and then my brain started working that maybe I could use these. These were also buy one, get one free. So I got 2 packages of these for $2.49. My brain started working like maybe I can use this as a border on my diamond paintings, right? Why not? And I started one, I'll show you, on Chosen. Okay, so if you look at Chosen here, I have a row of pearls that I use to edge that. Now, she's not done yet. She is part of my commitment to get my 2024 canvases complete. So she's coming up maybe Friday, because there's only a little bit more to do of her. And this plastic is driving me nuts because, you know, I diamond paint the way that I want to diamond paint. And I don't know where I really originally started here. I probably started with the butterfly and I just started to work her hair, even though it looks like it's a lot, there were just strands of it. And then I also, like if you see like in here, being that we're talking about altering canvases, I would have loved to have had pearls in here. And I'll show you why. It all started with Curtis Reichovich's lilac. And I'm almost sure that I saw that she's going like into like a retirement. I don't know why. She's absolutely stunning. She is just it looks like somebody just threw pearls on this canvas. There's pearls everywhere and they're very textured. This is a round canvas and they're just these round pearl. I've never seen Dreamer Designs have another canvas that had this sort of effect. It literally looks like they're standing up out of the canvas. And I think because maybe these enhancements were a little bit bigger and there was a little bit of a challenge to get them in. But, you know, after the effect, I was like, oh, it almost feels textured. And I had Crimson as a follow-up, but she doesn't have that texture to her. It's why I love this canvas so much. So then when I did Marie, who of course I altered here, I wanted that effect. So I went to DP with sparklers and I got pearls to put in her hair. 2 different kinds of pearls, I believe I put in her hair, but it doesn't, these are probably the proper size, right? Oh no, these were pearls for square canvases. So she's a square. And so these were pearls for, and they do kind of get lost. They're still not as spectacular as the ones that are on lilac. They're just not. And, you know, if you go over to Curtis, because we're doing a little get to know the artist with him too. If you watch him paint this in oil, he painstakingly, the detail, he put all these little pearl marks all around the ruffling. He's got, I don't know, to me he's I feel like Alexander McQueen has taken up some part of his soul. Really, his detail when it comes to couture, look at these dresses, they're spectacular. Oh, I just love it. But you could see you don't have that effect. Look at the pearls in the braid, in the hair, everything. I could just go on and on about this canvas. I've written stories about this canvas, about who these 2 are and where they're going. We know where Marie went, but these 2, I'm like, who are they? You know, I have such a wild imagination. I think at the end of my finish with lilac, you might catch that at the end. There's like a little story that I tell about who she is. I don't know if I bothered with Crimson. I just love her. Love her. So I guess maybe somewhere in my brain is also that whole thing about loving lilac so much that when I saw these, I thought, okay. Well, actually, it was these. The ones that I just, here's the one strip that's missing. And a piece of my hair. My hair is everywhere anymore. Anyway, we don't need to look at that with a piece of my hair. So it's the same, it's the same one. My hair's caught behind the plastic. That's just an artist at work. Their hair falls out. And so I took this one strip and I put that in the bottom of Chosen. And I want to do this for her. But I want to go back to Hobby Lobby and see if they have anything like maybe that's a little bit more masculine. Maybe I'll just use these to put on him. But I feel like if you use the diamonds, they kind of like, they blend, which wouldn't be bad. Like if you have something with a really black background, and I think it's Curtis Reikovich, and I think it's one of his Alice's that he did. Is it Alice or Queen of Heart? No, I think it's Alice. And the background behind Alice is, you could see it looks like a hole. He made it look like a hole. I don't know if anybody caught that, but you could see it's like black and the blue black and the dark navy blue. And this would be fabulous for that canvas because it would just continue that effect of falling down the hole, the rabbit hole. And then I have these also. I have 2 strips of these. So that's where I was going with a border for a canvas, because I think it was Alicia this morning that was telling me how serendipitous. It was Alice in Cajun Wonderland. I'm sorry, I looked at your name really quickly and I saw Alicia. Alice in Cajun Wonderland. That gave me this upcoming tip. You guys really liked that tip from yesterday when I was showing you my art room, that I picked up that frame from it wasn't even a frame, it's a reef. I picked it up at the thrift store, and that hung on my downstairs on my mirror where I used to diamond paint. I didn't know what I was going to do with it, but I kept it out, and I thought, well, winter's coming, I'm going to spray paint that white. But the whole effect of the styrofoam, styrofoam backing. You can see part of it on my, let's go take a walk over. So this is styrofoam, and they just press these little paper flowers in there. But then I was hanging up my canvas, and I put this on the hook that I have to get it off the floor so that it didn't get any more roses damaged. And I was like, oh my gosh, gorgeous, because the coloring is perfect. I don't have to change anything about this. And what's even better is that being that styrofoam in the back, when this is complete, I could just push pins into the back of the styrofoam, and boom, it's framed. So I got the idea of maybe getting styrofoam blocks and putting them around any of my other smaller canvases like this, like Nordic Winter, which is not tacked up, as nicely as the other one. But how cute would that be? You could put maybe a bunch of poinsettias or holly. You could put holly around that one, around that styrofoam, and you can pin that back to the back of it and hang it up. So my guy is coming over today. My contractor is coming over today, and I'm going to have him actually secure the back of that a little bit better. So it's just really hanging by the ribbon. So I want him to put something in the back that it will hang, and then this is just decorative. I don't want the weight of this hanging with the weight that's going to be on the diamond painting and the drills. So now another thing that I wanted to show you guys is I went and bought canvases. I think that these were from Temu. What I didn't know at the time, and I went looking and looking and looking for who the artist was on this canvas. Who's the artist? I did a Google search. I did a photo search. Could not find this photo anywhere until I started to do it, or I actually did one. I don't know. I actually did one because I bought a few of them, and I threw them away. I put them away. I didn't throw them away because I'm not going to do them, because I found out later when I finished the one with the koi fish, I don't even know. And I was so excited to show my members, oh, look at what I found. Ah. And they were like, that's a Margaret Morales, and she's part of Diamond Art Club. And I'm like, how could this be? I did such I kept going back. I'm like, there's no way that Temu has canvases like this and they don't belong to an artist. They have to be an artist. And her face, I swear on my father's grave, any one of these that I looked for did not come up anywhere in a Google image search. So I was already working on my second one. And I'm like, oh my God. I profusely, don't walk on my diamond paintings, Foofy. Get lost. This is what he does. Get lost. He was on my Manduka yoga mat that I did my teacher training on. And he was digging his murder mittens into them. My blood, sweat, and tears was on that canvas. on that mat. So I had started this, and I said, oh my God, I profusely, publicly apologized to Margaret Morales. I've been dying to get my hands on a canvas of hers. Everybody's doing it. Every time I go over to Diamond Art Club, they're already gone. And I don't want to do something that big either anyway. But I just felt terrible that I got caught in that trap of an artist having their work ripped off. So this, I was like, what am I going to do with this? Right? I think I threw the drills away. I'm not even sure. I know I threw something away. I was so angry. But this I could use as a way to test ways of altering my drills that I'm telling you guys about. So, get a cheapy canvas if you want to explore things. Get a cheapy canvas and maybe use it as a way of testing anything that you want to test. No harm, no foul. I mean, it's really a shame because whoever copied her, this is almost like placemat material. It laid perfectly flat. The drills are like nothing to like complain about. But again, it was an artist rip off. Didn't care about this is someone's artwork. Like, we'll just rip it off and we'll just sell it cheaper. And you could see, like I said, I bought quite a few. I don't even know if these are on Diamond Art Club. But all I have left is this. I don't know. Like I said, I may have thrown the other ones away. I may have just tossed them and said, hey, forget it, you know, because it's all that's left in here is this. And I don't know where the koi fish is that I have. And again, another thing, because I like making my own diamond painting journals, I was going to actually trim one of them and actually put the image right on the diamond painting. That's the other thing that Alicia was saying. Now with this, Alicia was saying that when she was looking at my little tip with the styrofoam, she said, why don't you could get masonite that she uses. She says it's very thin, and attach your styrofoam to that. But then I wouldn't be able to push pin my canvases in the back. She said that she gets it at Home Depot. I'm going there later. Then she was saying maybe wallpaper glue would work as a really good adhesive. Now with this canvas, I would say yes. But with other canvases that have that kind of like velvety background, like this, I don't know that you would be able to stick anything on here, because I wanted to use my putty that I have to tack these up to the wall, not put a push pin through. But your putty or whatever is not going to stick to this. It's going to peel right off. But on this, the rip-off, I think it would be fine. It has, like I said, that placement material. But I've been wondering, what am I going to do with this? Because I'm not going to, you know, do a Margaret Morales and, you know, forget it. But it's made itself known. But like you can go anywhere and get like cheapy. You can even go to, well, I wouldn't, but there's plenty of diamond companies that have. I'm here with allergies. There's plenty of diamond painting companies that have things on sale. I know. What I think is really interesting too is if you go over to where I got my angels, Diamond Art Emporium has, if you want to practice your square, because that's what I did. I'll show you. When I was going to do my first square, which turned out to be Diamond Art Emporium's The Winter Fox, when I was going to do her, I almost fainted during that unboxing. I was like, there's no way I can do a square for the first time and have it be as big as this monster. I ordered Wink, and I did him. Now, the two most difficult drills are black and white. So, I mean, I really challenged myself because that's black and it's white and it's square. So here you go. It's black and it's white and it's square. It's the first time that I played around with squares. Diamond Art Club, very easy. And you could see I'm off. But I was so ambitious and eager to do the Winter Fox that I was like, I'm going to go for it, because I thought I knew everything after I did this one little thing. And this is a mold, a clay mold. This is Iron Orchid Designs, or IOD. I have their mold, and I bought paper clay, and I designed this frame for him. And he is actually attached to a dollar store frame. I glued him on there. He's a small guy, and I love him. And I usually take him out for Halloween, but I love him so much. I was like, oh, I'm going to keep him out all the time in my art room. And this was really my first square, the Winter Fox, where I just thought, you know, yeah, I could do it. I didn't know it was a square. I didn't know anything about anything when I ordered this. I just knew that I fell in love with her because she reminds me so much of my whimsical girls that I sketch from Jane Davenport, that I wanted her. I think the closest thing to maybe Jane, but maybe not so, is Tamara Laporte. I think that they're friends. I don't know if they're both from Australia, but I know that Jane is. And I love Jane's whimsical girls, and she just reminded me of one of Jane's girls. That's, again, Diamond Art Club. That was my first square, and I almost fainted while I was opening this box and realizing that, oh my God, it's a square. Okay, so these are my thoughts for today while I'm still waiting for my package to come. I am going to clear everything up off of here, and I'm going to get started on Ivan Valakovic, because that was really on the schedule for today, not this little sesh that I did with stuff around. But this is my creative process, and this is what I'm going to be doing probably on, what's today, Thursday? Today's Wednesday. tomorrow, Thursday, I'm going to work on um, everything that I was talking about as far as fixing these two canvases, making sure all their drills are on, removing washi tape, using my glue eraser to get that off, placing the drills that the borders that I want around each of them, and then playing around with how to enhance your drills without taking them off. That's just going to be a plaything for me because I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I'm going to take you along with me. I need company for that one. I don't know. Maybe that could be a live. I don't know. Should it? I don't know. I haven't been live on the regular channel in some time. I don't know. You know me. I fly by the seat of my pants. If I'm up to it, then I'll do it. If not, if there's too much grummetti going on in here, because I don't know what's going to happen with the contractor when he comes later on. He's got a lot of stuff to do. So yeah, we'll see. But maybe we can brainstorm together. And yeah, I want to get my hands on Ivan. I want to get some diamond painting, and I just did a lot of talking about all other diamond paintings. But let me know what you think. Let me know if you've enhanced, what your ideas and thoughts are. Did I maybe, jog something in your memory where you're like, oh, wait a minute? Because I think that we always know, people are saying to me, where do you get all your tips and tricks from? I think that they're just there, and then all of a sudden they're born, and I throw them at all of you. So I throw something at you that you're like, oh, wait a minute, she's saying this, but maybe that would work. So I don't know. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Think about joining our membership. We have a lot of fun there. The next live for the membership is April the 5th. And we're just barreling towards it, aren't we? All right. I got to stop talking. And I had the nerve to make myself another cup of coffee. But the boy's home. And he blew out the electricity this morning. And he's working on that, and I always become the apprentice, and I'm not becoming the apprentice. I'm going to hide up here in my art room. I'm going to drink my coffee. Foofy's going to annoy me. He's rolling all over my stuff. I'm going to kill him. I keep saying I'm going to kill him. I'm not really going to kill my cat. Don't report me. Yeah, I'm going to drink this coffee. I'm going to relax, and I'm going to get busy with my diamond painting because I want to diamond paint. All right, goodbye. I'm not even going to take that sip.